Overland Trust is a multi-academy trust, 17 schools across Enfield and Hertfordshire. We've got approximately 6,000 pupils and about 900 staff. We picked Chrome devices because they were easy to use, budget friendly, and offered all the features that we felt best complemented our IT estate and teaching and learning.
The Google Day was something that we've been putting on for quite a while. It was get to know Google. So we were inviting schools from the local area, and Darren came along to one of the sessions, and they were able to showcase the new features. And that really helped Darren in making a decision of moving into the Google environment.
I think it's fair to say that when the pandemic hit, not many people were prepared. Thankfully, we'd already started our Google journey, so naturally for us, it was the next step anyway.
Ivy was already one step ahead. It was just bringing on those other schools and getting them up to speed so they could leverage Google Classroom and the Chrome OS investment.
I think all the teachers agree that Google Slides is the best way of doing it. We all have access from home easier rather than having our old sort of network system, whereas now everything you can access from home the whole time.
I can access a shared drive with loads of resources on there, slides, further research. So I think it helps also reduce workload because everyone's sharing the best practice. It's easier to do that when you have a centralised system. It's really helpful to be able to send shared documents out to all teachers across all key stages, where they'll be able to edit the document and then you have it in a centralised place. Everyone can see it, you've got a nice overview.
It's been an absolute delight working with Google Workspace. I found the labelling system on Google an excellent tool where we can categorise and filter out certain hint words that we receive from parent emails. It's literally transformed the office.
It makes it easier because then we can see what the other person's added and we can add to that.
And sometimes we can also communicate by using the text box.
What I like about Google Classroom is that you can go into Docs and write your own stories and you can do slides.
But you have to be careful on what you type because Miss Debs can see what you can type.
We can do it at home and at school, basically anywhere.
We decided that for the children it was definitely going to be Chromebooks. We felt that the price point they were at was better, and we also felt to move that way for staff eventually because we found that with using Chrome OS devices that support requests were lower. We took all the Windows devices in that we had. We looked at them and some of them were only a year old, 2 years old. We was able to give them another 7 years life just by turning them into Chromebooks, so to speak, using the Chrome OS Flex platform. I'd say we've got to be at about 100 grand now, because where we historically go out and buy another device at £500–600 each, we're just buying a Chrome management license from Nick and XMA and keeping that existing device going. Managing 17 schools which are Windows based obviously needs quite a hefty support team. Had we stayed with a traditional non-Google environment, we'd probably need a team 3 times the size of what we've got now.
It's almost a set and forget sort of mentality with your IT estate. You've got to make sure that you're being as efficient as possible with what you've got. So Chrome OS plays a really nice part in that.
Support requests are down probably 50%. We don't get as much downtime, and actually generally speaking staff, once they get used to it, are finding it much easier to do their job.
We went to the Discovery Day and it's like, wow, I think we know the tip of the iceberg. There is so much more there in terms of AI, the use of Gemini, what we can do not just for developing teaching and learning, supporting teachers, supporting leaders. Gemini helps them to filter out a lot of the fluff in their curriculum to make their teaching more precise. It helps to save them time. Things that previously would have taken teachers a long time are being done really well and are saving a lot of time.
Rather than having to write things ourselves, being able to put it into Gemini and get adaptations for resources, for planning, assessment documents and things like that. It now takes us minutes what would have taken us hours to produce. Through working with Gemini and its Canvas feature and the coding features, just talking to Gemini, we've created the ideas and then it helped us code using HTML, a little app, a little web app now that all of our classrooms use, and it saves all the teachers' time.
There's also the inclusivity and accessibility function. So as a school, we've got nearly 20% of our pupils are identified as having special additional needs. Children who need us to design something that will help them to catch up with their foundational knowledge. I think there's a lot there that we can do.
I'd say the relationship is the main reason why I'd say we're here now, because we've taken Nick's advice and XMA's advice and we've sort of seen some of the great things that is coming out of Google, and we've started to implement it. So for the next year, we're looking at Chromebook Plus, we're looking at Education Plus licensing to enable all people in the trust to have access to those tools and just consistently benefit.